Little creators will create just these masterful effects, and then a couple of years later, Hasbro will do one exactly like it.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. I'm John. This is Josh, and today we're breaking down the huge Marvel Legends fan stream. We got some Fantastic Four. We got my bread and butter. We got some X-Men. Let's go ahead and dive right in. First up here is Pedro Pascal as everyone's favorite Mr. Fantastic here. Or I guess to say if Pedro Pascal is everyone's favorite, but
Yeah, Pedro Poppy, bro. Pedro Poppy.
But we got the Fantastic Four from the first steps, in their like quilted suits. So I think they did a really good job there. Love the bendy arm, stretchable stuff. It's just two arms, so no legs, torsos, or neck pieces. That will come with the Mr. Fantastic. But love the packaging, man. That aesthetic that they have for those shows, for the movies, is looking cool.
Yeah, it's so good because they captured kind of like the essence of the Jetsons, where it's a retro futuristic vibe, right? Yeah. Super retro, but also super high tech. Pedro Poppy head sculpt looks good. I would love to try out swap maybe even the Mando head sculpt on this, right? I bet it's fit on too and doesn't look too different. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say. I feel like they executed it perfectly. They got all the wrinkles in the sweater.
I am noticing this thing, and like I don't know, like spoiler wise, I don't know, what the movie is, but like this is like a little interesting little doohickey that he's got on there.
It's a way to like regulate their powers, control their powers, something with that probably. Yeah.
But yeah, there is your Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four First Steps box. Next up, Sue Storm. I think Jessica Kirby is her name.
I think so. Something Kirby.
Kirby, yeah. No relation. But yeah, looking really good. I love the bubble effect, or her shield effect with the bullets. I love that. I love that we're getting a little bit of an update there. Like she's actually blocking something. But yeah, I think they did a good job on the likeness. Again, there's that little doohickey that they all have. And,
yeah, for me, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look like that Kirby chick. Like the likeness is a little bit off for me, and even the hair color is off. From what I see in the trailer, like she's like it's almost like the platinum blondish hair. Like it's very whitish blonde. Yeah, and this is very yellow to me. So I feel like they kind of botched the face sculpt and the hair color. It should have been a little whiter blonde.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. There's that packaging again.
Because that one almost looks like more like a comic book, like blonde. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely
the yellow. Yeah,
that's the right color for like a comic book. Sue Storm.
Yeah, I agree with you. Next up, Johnny Storm, depowered here. Depowered. He's got a little flame effect here and that nice cool suit. Flame effects we've seen before. Joseph Quinn likeness. Do you see it? Do you see Eddie?
I think so. I don't think so. And that's what's kind of weird about it, actually. Now I'm like even the Pedro Poppy's a little bit off, but like all three of these head sculpts, I feel like something's weird about these three head sculpts. And I'm usually one that's like, oh my gosh, the Hasbro 3D print sculpts for the actors are always spot on. And so I'm used to that. I think because I'm used to that standard that they've just been like knocking out of the park lately with all the MCU and all the Star Wars figures. They're not bad, but I just think they're a step below what I'm accustomed to from the Hasbro team. I think these are off.
Slightly off.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, though, you also get the powered up Johnny Storm as well. So kind of using that same trick that they did with the back flames, the hand flames, but we got the feet flames this time. And really cool in his quilted outfit. Yeah. It's really, you gotta have him powered up and depowered.
I know, dude. Honestly, no. I don't know. If anything, you buy the powered up version. I would never have my Fantastic Four with like depowered Johnny, man. No, I got the flame effect Johnny. And they're getting a lot of gradations within the translucents. Like even in the head, it's like black to orange to yellow, and the hands yellow to orange and red.
In my display, I have a depowered Johnny with a flamed up version behind it.
You got two? You cloned him?
No, I have. I bought like one of the depowered ones.
No, I'm just making a joke because like
because there's two
in the display. And I put one in the bin.
Also, that's how I display the Sue Storm too. I have Sue depowered and then cloaked Sue in front of.
See, with Sue, I like to display the depowered. Yeah, no fully invisible. Yeah.
There's the Human Torch. Next up, Ben Grimm, the Thing. This guy. I feel like the orange is a little too dark, but I think that's. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the movie, right? It's a little darker.
I don't think so. I think you're making a good call there. I think you're making a good call where the orange is a little too dark, and it could be lighting of the photography that's kind of skewing it. Yeah. But I definitely agree with you. it's almost like a beige-ish in the trailer. This is honestly what this is. This is comic book, and that's what's weird now. Like all of these kind of are starting to look comic book s figures. With not a bad thing if you're doing comic book figures. If you're bringing movie figures, you want to be as close as you can to the color schemes of the movie figures. Not
Yeah.
trying to do color schemes of comic books because
You don't want to do both. Yeah.
that's the thing comic color for sure. And on top of that, the Rock are missing details. I feel like in the trailer, he's way more like there's way more lines. Like I feel like he's very cracky. Like he doesn't have these big plates. This looks like the 2004 freaking Fantastic Four Ben Grimm. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Because
Marvel chickens.
that one was like an actual suit, so they actually was like less detailed.
Yeah.
Whereas now that it's CGI, it's very intricate. I was looking, it's very detailed. Like there's a lot of rock cracking. It's not so platey. So missing some details, raw color. And honestly, to me, I was looking at a box in shot when he's in the box. Do you have that?
I don't.
That's all right if you don't. He looked too narrow. Like in the trailer, I feel like this Ben Grimm was very wide, which is a good thing because that's how he appears in the comic books. I loved how wide he was. Dude, this looks like the freaking Ben Grimm from the 2004 Fantastic Four. Like, because he was small like this. So not wide enough either, I think.
Yeah. Here's a little picture of all four of them here, and look at her hair.
What the crap?
That's
the rice.
There's something going on.
You see I'm right though?
Yeah,
dude, I got an eye. Yeah. You guys gotta admit that I got an eye because now that's accurate. That's how Kirby looks in the trailer. That's how it's a platinum blonde. It's not a yellow blonde. What the crap?
So we've seen this with Marvel though. They've been releasing like promo pictures, like renders and stuff, or at least in hands, where like the figure's pinned and then they also show it pinless. So I don't know if that's what we're seeing here, but that's a completely different color than what we saw.
That's the accurate color. That's what I like to see.
Go back,
right, and it could be the lighting, but no, I don't think
that much.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. That's what I need. They better give me that. That's what I need.
Yeah,
that's just what I was describing. That's what I want. Yeah.
So there's the four all teamed up, all going into battle, and who they battling? They're battling the Silver Surfer. This is the Lady Surfer. Looking cool. You get a cool little base. You know, I'm fine with it. I think I don't know. I've not seen any marbling, but this is just like a render potentially. I don't know.
And even the marbling even helps it because I feel like the reflection of the Silver Surfer, it picks up marbling from its surroundings, like in the film, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But I do like the base, man. I like that little effect piece.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice inclusion because all previous comic book Silver Surfers never came with a base. And so it's just added value, especially on an all-new sculpt. Like this is an improvement from other previous Silver Surfers just for what you get. Even the board, I like how it's like not... I mean, it's just cool because it's a new look, but it's like not all the way smooth, right? It's kind of like organic, kind of like a plank of. It's like almost looks like a carved out surfboard they made with Big Z or something with the grain.
Big Z, yeah, with the grain, yeah, no, or maybe like it's been taking some damage from like meteors and stuff as they've been flying through space. I like it. A bit of storytelling, man. All right, but that's it. That is pre-orders have gone live. You can pick these up over at main Target, Amazon, Walmart, wherever you want to get them. You want to get them at Big Bad Toy Store, Hasbro Pulse, wherever you go. They are available up for pre-order now. Not bad, man. For 6
Dude, I love teams.
Yeah.
Even if the colors are not right, I'm a sucker of teams, man. I'm excited for this line right here.
And this movie, the people are saying this will be kind of a little bit turning point for Marvel. They've kind of been on and off. Those Thunderbolts.
We'll see, because I actually saw there's been early screenings, and I was reading the early screening reviews, and people were saying not so good things. Like I'm really excited for this movie, and I have high hopes for it. But I've been seeing the early reviews come out saying it's not that good, or they messed up things, or
I heard a theory. And
what
they didn't say it like they didn't see anything, and it's not a spoiler, but people are saying that they all die except for Reed, and then they have to like jump through timelines or universes, and
that would make sense, especially because like they're dealing with the Galactus and Silver Surfer. Like it's like a freaking that's an Avengers level threat.
And they're saying that Doctor Doom will be Robert Downey, and him and Reed are the ones that leave that universe and try to go to another one. And that's how we get.
That'd be sick, dude. I'm hyped for Secret Wars of Doomsday, but yeah, hopefully this is good. We need a good Marvel movie. We need a good one.
Yeah. All right, but there it is. Marvel Fantastic Four First Steps. Next up, let's get into my favorite stuff. We got some X-Men, dude. Here we go. They're calling it like the Marvel versus Capcom, but it's like no Capcom characters. Just pull your Jada or your Stormmariner characters if you need to. But it's just that game, homages to those games, So we got Silver Samurai and a updated Wolverine. Let's take a closer look here. Sick pose, dude. bam, bing, bop, boom, bap. Silver Samurai coming up with the sword, dude. It's blowing and stuff, powering it up. So look at this Wolverine. Big old, accentuated fins here.
As well as the calves. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the little curl coming up into him.
Bigger biceps. Arms are huge.
Huge, but look at this. So now this is a diaphragm cut with a ball joint down here. So you're getting double balls there.
Right.
So updating that torso on the Wolverine, I appreciate that. I love that. And that's why you can get that crunch, dude. Look at that crunch.
And for me, one of the biggest improvements that I didn't even ask for, because I didn't realize how bad it was until they fixed it, was when they did the X-Men, just right here, when they did the X-Men 97 line, they started adding the underwear piece that extended over the thighs. Previously, it would just be the piece that would be molded in that plastic. So we would get Magneto, Wolverine, Cyclops, and it would just be the sculpted piece, separate underwear piece that would that color. And then you see now, since X-Men 97, they started adding the pants that go a little bit past that. And it is such an improvement. Like, it literally made me want to rebuy that Wolverine and the Magneto. I never did it, but just for that piece, because of how much better it looks. And even here, they're continuing that. Yeah, this Wolverine, man, it's good. And I feel like everything's getting exaggerated, even with the Silver Samurai, right? His armor pieces are just longer, bigger. But the main selling point for me is that effect piece with that samurai and the blue. Holy crap, man. They crushed it with the effect pieces. And I feel like that's what you want to see, especially with a Marvel versus Capcom, arcade game. Yeah. The biggest thing is going to be the colors and the power-ups. Exactly. So just kind of the Marvel team realizing that and diving into that, and be like, this is what we need to do to make this line successful.
Yeah. Silver Samurai is reusing arms and legs, but he also comes with the diaphragm cut, so updated torso, head, and then the new armor pieces as well. So cool. I'm okay with that 2-pack. Now, this is solid 2-pack to me. I'm more than happy to get an updated Wolverine and Silver Samurai. And you also get the Shuriken here, right? Like, geez, power up.
Yeah, the long range attack, dude. That's the long range attack. Yeah. So you spam that all day. With low health, you spam.
You also get this sick, dude, like double, Wolverine slash effect. Dude, I love this. And I can't remember who was doing this. I think it was Can of Beams or some independent little guy was making these effect pieces
way before. Yeah, no, like it's hard to even trace, but it's like, yeah, they've definitely. We've seen this with like the Captain America shield effect. We've seen this with the Thor spinning hammer effect, where little creators will create just these masterful effects, and then a couple of years later, Hasbro will do one exactly like it.
Yeah, so really cool there to get all those effect pieces as well. And there is the 2-pack. They're calling it the Gamerverse, but they can't say versus Capcom. They're just calling it Gamerverse.
Oh, why can't they say that?
I just don't think they're paying for the license, and there's no Capcom characters in here.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense.
So for me, I'm picking this up. I have to pre-order this. But with this new Wolverine, do you think they'll do a maximum Wolverine soon?
They could definitely reuse parts of it for sure. Like that's a great idea. I mean, with the Marvel team, I'd do that.
The updated torso, like that alone, is worth it to me.
Yeah,
and that feels very maximum.
for sure. Yeah, no. And dude, it's so good that they're doing this, especially now that we have Jada and Storm Collectibles doing Street Fighter figures.
Yeah.
Where you'll be able to get a really nice, accurate Marvel vs. Capcom shelf now.
Oh yeah, like very, very good. All right, let's keep going here. Next up, Psylocke, which was teased, but man, getting that classic Psylocke in that that blue with her effect pieces, the purple hair, and she's going up against Thanos at the Mad Titan there. And again, for me, I have the X-Force version of Psylocke. I don't have the purple one, but I'm more than happy to get this blue one with this Mad Titan Thanos, because I don't have a Mad Titan Thanos, like comic book version Thanos. So again, another 2-pack that I'm probably gonna get.
Yeah, it's really good. I especially feel like if you're a fan of the game, but also like if you're just having a hole in your collection where you want a Psylocke, like I feel like it's close enough where this can just be your standard X-Men, Jim Lee, Psylocke.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is I don't like the face sculpt. I feel like I don't know about the face sculpt. It's just maybe a little too grimacing, but maybe that.
Okay.
Because what's crazy, this is 3D print tech, but I think the original Psylocke with the purple has a prettier, nicer face sculpt, even without the 3D print tech. Like it just looked better. Whereas
It was
this one, it's
sculpted
just
well.
sculpted well. It just looked prettier.
Okay.
Like it's just a prettier face. Like this, look at that face. You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
that.
the good thing is you can swap it.
Yeah. But I'm saying like it just sucks because like
Yeah.
for me as a collector, one of the biggest reasons I buy figures is for the 3D printed head sculpts because I already have all these figures, right? And I want like that's the money right there. That's the money for me. Whereas this 3D printed base sculpt, it's just ugly.
Okay.
Psylocke's always depicted, very beautiful face.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there is this. Now, unfortunately, this is a Target exclusive. 2-pack. So this might be a little bit harder to get. But I'm going to try for it. I mean, these characters, they're not that popular.
Nah, bro.
Right?
No.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Psylocke pulls. Yes, Psylocke pulls.
Especially with rivals now, right? Marvel rivals.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
They love her.
I feel like that game's dead. Is that game dead yet? Nobody talks about the game anymore.
I don't know. I haven't. Actually, you're right. I have not heard about it.
Even all like the streamers stopped streaming that game. That game's dead. Just like everybody knew it was going to happen.
Because Overwatch brought out their stadium, dude. That thing cooks.
Is it good? Okay.
Dude, that's the only thing I've been playing. I've only been playing Stadium. All right. But yeah, it's Target exclusive here for this 2-pack. Another one that I'm going to be getting for sure. Next up, though, Captain America versus Blue Venom. Oh, I love this, dude. This cap looking huge, yoked out, looking good. I'm okay with an updated cap. I got an old version. I got the one of the retro carded ones. But he also comes with his effect piece, dude. Look at that.
The shield bash effect piece, masterfully done. And what's crazy is like, from my recollection from seeing customizers, I don't think I've seen a shield bash effect piece that looks like
this.
I feel like this is Hasbro's own cooking up. Like I'm glad they're cooking up kind of original effects. They had to do it for this line, One thing though that just sucks for some collectors, including me, is that this is almost identical to the Secret Wars Captain America, which if you don't have it, like the Secret Wars Captain America is phenomenal. But well, actually, no, there's no scales on this one.
Yeah, there's no scales.
There's no scales on it, but the updated articulation and proportions it has just without the scale. So it is a new torso piece and new kind of leg pieces. But the selling point here is the Venom. Like when you think of Marvel vs. Capcom, the one that sticks out the most is the blue Venom. It's the most striking, right? Especially on that video game with the cell shading.
Yeah.
With this blue Venom though, I don't know if you can remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but wasn't he really big in the game?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that this because they're taking the retro carded Venom that they did.
Too small, buddy.
Too small. The Venom in Cap.
He's monstrous.
He's like a ball. He's like
dude. He's monstrous. Yeah.
So
he like his game mechanics. I think they based off of like Blanca.
Yeah.
Because he literally can like move like Blanca. So yeah, it kind of sucks to see that because I love this iteration of Venom, and he's just way too small. And like, it's hard because there is the Monster Venom mold, but that one is too big. Like that's a bass scale. Like that Monster Venom is really big.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there was another Venom choice like in the middle. Not really, right?
No, that's like I was trying to figure out like too. Like which one was there a bulked out Venom?
No.
Or a bulked out figure that Marvel has done.
And it would just be Monster Venom, but it's too big. They would have had to made a new whole sculpt.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish they would have because it's just too small. Too thin.
It's just it's not the right proportions. Like it looks great. It's like I love this Venom figure. Butterflies are fun on it, but for the blue Venom, it's more. Should have been more bulbous, more round. But yeah, there we go. So these guys are going to be available a couple first weeks of June. I think June 6th, June 9th, and then June 12th here. And this will be outside of the Psylocke and Thanos. These will all be mainline. So pick them up anywhere you can. I know no price on these, but I'm assuming 50, 55. We'll see. Next up, we got a Walmart exclusive that's going to be later in June 26th, I believe. We're getting Omega Red versus the Blue War Machine. And again, for me, another pack I need to pick up. I was almost bought the 5-pack, Wolverine 5-pack, just to get an Omega Red. But I didn't pull the trigger on it, I think in December. And I'm happy to pick up this Omega Red. He's looking good. And then the Blue War Machine, dude. Got to get that one too.
It's looking nice. The War Machine, honestly, is a standout for me. Like, I actually really like how good the blue and the black are coming across. Because the other comic Blue War Machine they did, it was a much darker blue, and so it kind of the contrast wasn't there. Whereas they went with a lighter blue this time. I feel like the contrast is really there, making even the black. It's actually the black that's popping for me.
Okay.
And then yeah, the Omega Red can just like it just looks too classic, where it can fill in anybody's hole, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
You know? That's kind of the good thing. Where if you want it, if you never had one, you can finally get one.
Get this cool
And not have to
cannon.
buy five figures, right?
Yeah,
Don't want to sucker you in with one.
Exactly. I love what they did here with the tendrils. So they used the short ones and then the long ones over here to create that like ground effect.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. Even the pose for it, man, they crushed it on the pose here.
They did a good job. War Machine comes with that blast effect that can be out of his rocket. Yeah,
the low kick, bro. The low kick. That's why I spam that all day. This is good, yeah. The low kick.
The low kick there. So that's gonna be Walmart. So pick that up. I'll be pre-ordering this one as well. Hopefully they don't cancel it. It should be good. Next up, Gargantos. Dude, freaking big old monster eye looking thing here. Tendrils. This guy's looking cool. All that is bendy wire. All of his arms are bendy wire with a joint in there. Watch out. You're going to steal your girl, dude.
Dude, that's clean. Okay, I'm buying this figure and I'm just going to put him in that pose. Just put him on any on the shelf like that, dude. With the side squinting eye, folded arms, that's clean, man.
Yeah, so articulated eyeball and articulated eye, which they have. Marvel, or not Marvel, but
Hasbro has learned from the D&D line, right?
The D&D line, yeah, exactly.
What was that figure called? The Watcher?
I can't remember.
But dude, that figure was amazing. Yeah. And the articulation scheme on that eye, perfectly done. So I know it's going to be perfect on this.
I agree. So you get all the movement that you want, the eyelids closed and stuff. They also did the eye guy from Power Rangers.
But that one was non-articulated. That one was a sculpt.
No, the eye moves on that character.
Oh, really?
The center
like this much? I think it's the center eye. It doesn't have the eyelid function, right?
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah, you can close it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. But yeah, this guy looks sick. You get a little bomb here that you can throw, and you can have your friends fight with this guy. Yeah, this guy's style, dude.
Yeah, and just like for like a long time Marvel Legends collector, this is what I appreciate, that they threw kind of me a bone, because I feel like a lot of these characters, if you've been collecting about Legends for a long time, yeah, they're cool if you're a huge super fan of the game, but it's like we mentioned, every single figure that we've shown has gotten multiple iterations of this figure in a different comic, right? And so it's like, I'm gonna still buy them because I'm a sucker, but this is kind of the first figure that they did in this line where it's like, I don't have any iteration of this character. So I love that they threw in kind of one brand new figure.
Yeah, and man, to get this, and like this works for most, like for anything. You can throw this in your Cosmic Legions and they can be
your D&D.
Yeah.
Even your Star Wars, bro.
Yeah. So I think this is another copy. You gotta get this one. You gotta get this one. Next up, another figure they teased along with the Psylocke on their last fan stream. Juggernaut, dude.
I'm the Juggernaut.
And holy smokes, does this look good, dude. This I love the matte on the helmet that they did this time around. Here's a comparison from the Juggernaut that the BAF, the 2-pack, the one that they've kind of been running around. Mm-hmm. Look at his size, though, dude. They upped him up a little bit,
I'll tell you right now, this is the best Juggernaut to date, because I love the way they fixed how the shoulders are sitting. The shoulders are too low on the other one. And also, I love the way that the butterfly joints are actually making him have broader shoulders, which I like. The shoulders are actually further apart. Whereas you look here, like that boy, he misses traps. He doesn't do his traps exercises. This Juggernaut hits traps every week. And the added sculptural detail for me screams the Marvel vs. Capcom game. Plus, is just better. It's just a higher quality figure because there's more details to it on the torso, right? That ribbed kind of.
Yeah, the shirt. Yeah,
it added so much detail to it. And you're right. The matte just makes sense.
It looks so much better. Yeah. I love this thing, dude.
And the effect piece, dude.
And the
the freaking head effect piece. Come on.
Hold on, where
is it? It could work as a head or the fist. Yeah.
There you
go. I need that. And he just looks, you're right, he just looks bigger. And I like Juggernaut to be bigger like this.
Oh, remember that Mondo giant vinyl thing? That's what Juggernaut should be, right?
That's too much.
But yeah, this thing is sick, dude.
Bravo, man, yeah.
I love this thing. To me, this is maximum.
Minus the accessories, you're right. I think the quality of figure and the amount of update and the articulation they added to it, right? Because previous didn't have butterflies, and there's probably added or torso articulation.
And size,
yeah, and size, yeah, for sure. I think
I mean, he's huge.
He's huge, dude. He's huge. He's massive. Like I said, dude, this is the best Juggernaut to date for sure.
Yeah, like this, you have to pick this up, man. And they did these photos really good job. I love the low angle that we're getting just to kind of sell that size. Yeah, man, this is an amazing, amazing figure here, and it's going to be its own little pack. And I just want to throw in this, just look at that detail on the helmet, dude, just to kind of show the grimacing, the face guy underneath there. They did an amazing job on this. But yeah, he comes in his own package, just like Gargantuos. So that is the Gamerverse line that we're getting again June 26th for the Juggernaut pre-orders. Amazon fan channel, Hasbro. You know where to get them. They left off with this little teaser. I don't know.
What is like an arrow?
Arrow, maybe like some type of baton. I don't know.
Is that a Q-tip?
He was using it as a toothpick. So yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up the fan stream though, man. Huge, so many fun things. I love my X-Men, so I'm always looking out for more and more of those. That's kind of like I told myself I'm kind of jumping back into Legends, but I'm going to only focus on the X-Men stuff, not the MCU stuff. Like, so those Fantastic Four figures, for me, love them. They look great.
Not even, bro. Remember what I said? Those face sculpts, dud.
Yeah.
And the colors, we don't know what we're going to get.
That's true. There's a little bit of confusion.
There's some off-putting things with that. Like the X-Men Capcom is definitely the way to go. Like, I feel like there were so many high points within that wave, just the effect pieces, the updates, the colors, everything.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the fan stream, Marvel Legends fan stream for May. Josh, let's go ahead and talk about our pick of the week for this fan stream. Which one do you have to get if you could only get one? And the two-pack count as one, but
no, yeah, you're right. Two-pack has one. For me, it's Juggernaut.
Juggernaut,
dude. Juggernaut is this. That's the perfect Juggernaut, man.
So
we'll finally have a Juggernaut as with butterflies. And honestly, Juggernaut, I think just because when I was a kid and I watched the line, I'm the Juggernaut. He's probably my favorite Brotherhood mutant. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Juggernaut for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's an incredible update on that one. So, sheesh. All right. I think for me, I think I go. It's either Gargantos or the updated Wolverine for me. I might go Wolverine. I'll be honest. I like more of the accentuated stuff. Gargantos is cool, but I want to play with that Wolverine, man. Get him in some good crunches and some good ball positions. Maybe finally get a good fastball special pose, out of it. So I'll go with that Wolverine. All right, friends. Let us know down below what your pick of the week was. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.